Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day everyone. Meet again with me, Diki Fernando, one of student at Sarah Raya University. Today I want to discuss about application that installed at my computer. It's called CCleaner. CCleaner at a glance. CCleaner, originally Crab Cleaner, developed by Piriform, a company acquired by Avast in 2017. CCleaner first launched in 2004. It was originally developed for Microsoft Windows only, but in 2012 a macOS version was released, and then an Android version was released in 2014. Most people think of CCleaner as a maintenance tool that will improve your computer's performance. This is only half true. Why? Because CCleaner is, in simplest terms, a disk cleanup tool. Its cleaner will delete temporary files, and it also includes tools for uninstalling programs, finding out what files are taking up the most space on your machine, and finding duplicate files. All this serve the same purpose, freeing up hard disk space. If your disk is almost full, then freeing up space can help boost performance, but running cleaner every day isn't going to give you massive performance gains. Next one, CCleaner function. One of CCleaner function is delete temporary file. CCleaner's main feature is the cleaners, which you will find under the tab of the same name. This deletes temporary files from your browser and other programs, including system programs like Windows Explorer. Clearing up these files, particularly if they take up a lot space, can help your computer run a little better. But some of these files actually make your computer faster, and deleting them will slow things down. Your browser cache, for example, save image and other files, so they load quicker the next time you open a given website. So before you run the cleanup, consider what you actually want to clean first. If you want to keep those cache and cookies so things run a little faster, then uncheck their option on CCleaner sidebar. Cleaning the temporary files is also a good first step in troubleshooting a misbehaving program. In short, there is nothing wrong with cleaning these files regularly, but your computer may feel faster if you leave certain things unchecked and clean them less often. You can also click the Analyze button before running the cleaner to see which items are taking up the most space. The next function is Startup Tools. Startup, contrary to its name, this section contains a lot more than just startup items. Not only can you tweak which program start when your computer launch, but you can also disable or delete scheduled tasks, browser extension, and context menu item. Again, you can already do most of this through Windows itself, but this puts it all in one convenient spot. And then the next function of CCleaner is Duplicate Finder. Duplicate Finder even feel like you accidentally copied the same set of files twice. Maybe you have the same movie stored in two folders, or you have multiples of the same photo stored about your photo library. Whatever the case, CCleaner's Duplicate Finder can help you seek them out using the file name, size, dates modified, and more. There are more advanced tools out there, but this one is a good start to your search. Okay, after this, I will explain you how to run CCleaner and its some function. Okay, let's check it out, guys. Okay, everyone, now we will try to run CCleaner that we talked about before. The first thing first, of course, you must install the CCleaner application to your computer. You can download it at internet. You can click on Google searching bar, download CCleaner, and then you download it and install it on your computer. After you install the CCleaner application, you will see the desktop icon like this, CCleaner. Then we double click or we enter the CCleaner icon. We click on yes, and then this is the first page. If you double click the CCleaner, okay, if you want to clean as the function number 1 before, the temporary files, you can choose the tab on the left side like this. This is called cleaner. Inside the tab, you can check what application you want to delete the temporary files. Like this is Microsoft Edge, Microsoft Explorer. You can uncheck or check the option. This option: internet cache, internet history, cookies, download history, last download location, recently type URLs, and the others. You can uncheck or check this option if you want to clean these temporary files. Same on Internet Explorer or Windows Explorer or system, you can check or uncheck as you want. So after you finish check the option, you can run the cleaner, or you can first analyze from your check option. You can analyze if there is any temporary files you can clean up, or information before you run the cleaner. Actually, first we will try to analyze the option that we choose before. We click analyze, we wait process until it finishes. If the pop-up like this, message pop-up like this shown up, Firefox need to be closed to clean the internet cache. So when Firefox is still active, it's still open, it will give you notification like this. Do you want CCleaner to close Firefox? If you want CCleaner to close the application that you currently running, you can choose yes. But if you don't want the application to close, you can choose no. Or you can uncheck do not show me this message again if in the future you do not want to see the message pop up like this. Because the Firefox application there are I'm running is still I need it, so I choose no, and then application still running, CCleaner still running to 100%. You can see the details of the files to be deleted. This is analyze we run before, so it application just analyze. In Internet Explorer, you can see there is 40,002 kilobytes or 70 files that we can delete temporary files. So on Windows Explorer, 1 kilobyte system temporary files, system Windows low files, Firefox internet cache. Nah, this is what we skipped before. There is a message notification that we must to close Firefox Explorer to give CCleaner access to clean this Firefox application cache or Firefox application temporary files. So that because we choose no, the Firefox application is skipped by CCleaner to clean up. So the CCleaner didn't clean anything at Firefox. after we see the analyze complete, you can run cleaner to actually delete temporary files you do not want. So there is change to boost your performance, computer performance computer performance. So then we run the cleaner, actually run the cleaner. We click run cleaner. We wait for CCleaner finish the process until it 100%. At CCleaner, we still waiting. At CCleaner, I want to show you. CCleaner gives you information about your computer. Windows 10 Pro 64-bit, and then use Intel Core i5 9600K CPU at 3.70 GHz, 8 GB of RAM, and use Intel UHD graphics 630. So when we run the cleaner again, CCleaner show the message pop up again. Do you want CCleaner to close Firefox? Because I still want Firefox to open, so we choose no, and then cleaning complete. As we can see here, cleaning is complete. We can see what files we cleaned before by click show advanced report. Like this is the advanced report. Internet Explorer temporary internet files, we delete the temporary files. Internet Explorer cookies, Windows Explorer thumbnail cache, system temporary files, system Windows log files, and Firefox that we skipped before. So if you want to clean temporary files, you can use this application on the sidebar cleaner. You can choose the option. So it's up to you which program you want to clean the temporary files. Okay. And then we talk about the next function of CCleaner that we mentioned before. Another function is startup tools. Startup tools in the left sidebar, you can see tools. We click tools, and then there is a startup that we can click. Inside the startup, you can choose the startup program, Windows, schedule tasks, or context menu. You want to enable, disable, even delete the startup program. Startup program is a program that will automatically start when you turn on your computer. There is important program that you should not disable that program. So you must choose carefully, choose wisely which program you want to enable or disable when it start up. If you disable the important program, your computer will not run effectively, or even it will not turn on at all. So from my computer in Windows tab, you can see there is program ID man, or I install Internet Download Manager. It will start automatically when I turn on the computer. Enabled, yes. And then DB2 copy. This is International Business Machine Corporation from my computer. I turn off the MTSM that I think it's not too useful when startup. And then there is Realtek Semiconductor. This is the driver for sound device, so I enable it. And then security help from Microsoft Corporation, I enable it. And smart protection from SmartSoft or antivirus, so I enable it. And then the program that I disabled was Oracle Corporation, that I think it's not too important to run at startup program, so I disabled it. And then at schedule task bar, you can see this is schedule task from some program. There is Adobe Flash Player, I disabled it. Adobe Flash Player 2 Updater, I disable it, that I think not too important. CCleaner Skip UAC, this I disable too, because I want to use CCleaner when I want to, not running on background or running on startup. And then there is Google Update Task Machine Core. I think this is important, so I enable it. Google Update Task Machine UA, and then SMADAF, or this is antivirus, so I enable it, of course, to prevent from a virus that infecting my computer. There is an context menu bar. This is program that start when you turn on the computer too. There is a file ownership. I recommend you to do not disable this context menu program, because if you really know what you want to disable, you can disable it. But in my case, I afraid that if I disable one of this program, it will crash my computer, or my computer will not run correctly. So I enable all this in the context menu. Okay, the next function CCleaner I mentioned before was Duplicate Finder. Okay, let's check at CCleaner application. Duplicate Finder you can see at the toolbar on the left side, and then you can click Duplicate Finder. When we click, you can see we can match by name or size or modified date or even content, or you can ignore 0-byte files. So when you find 0-byte files, you will ignore it. CCleaner will ignore it. Or read-only files, you can ignore it too. System files, hidden files, or you can set size file you want to find. You can see it can be modified, or you can adding your size if you want to find the files. You can add 10 megabyte as example, or file size over. If it under file size under, it will ignore if it under 10 megabytes. As you can see, I choose 10 megabytes, so the file size under 10 megabytes will be ignored by CCleaner. Or you can check the file size over. If it's over 1000 megabytes, the CCleaner will ignore it too. And in the include bar, you can see drive or folder. You can check or uncheck. There is drive C, drive D, or drive A. If you really specific to want to find files on drive D, you can uncheck C and E. So it will only CCleaner only search file on drive D. Okay, in the exclude bar, you can add exclude files or folders that CCleaner will not search on that files or drive. So you can you can specifically search on in the files or folder you want. And in the include, I check the drive D, so we can start searching by click search. Or if you want to reset your option, you can click reset. Are you sure want to restore the default setting for duplicate finder? This will remove all changes you have made. So what we check or we fill this form before will be reset to the default setting if you click reset. In this case I will click no. Then we can start searching in the div files. As you can see, CCleaner searching for duplicate files. We can wait for CCleaner complete like this. File search has completed. Okay. As you can see, CCleaner find duplicate names like this, ampuh.icx, ampuh.icx in the different folders. So if you want to delete one of these files, you can delete it. If you delete it, you must really know there is not affected your computer at all. When you have find the duplicate files, you can check or uncheck that files. So when you check that files, you can delete selected files that you want, one of them, because there we can delete all files like this. There is 2 file count at name ampuh.icx. If I choose the first one, the second one we cannot check the second one. Otherwise, when we check the number 2, you can see the number 1 cannot be checked at all. So we can only check one of that files. We can only left we have to left one files that same name, so we cannot delete all files. As you can see, like these files, it has file count 3 of them. I can check number 1, number 2, but when 2 other files check, the number 3 is we cannot check it. So the one files will be there will be one files on the drive. We cannot delete all files. Okay, when you have selected the files, if you want to delete it, you can select you can click delete selected, and CCleaner will delete it for you. Maybe there is discussion today in the CCleaner. Yeah, as you can see, there is more tools you can use, but I didn't mention in this video. Maybe next video we will be discuss about another tools. So the tools today I want to discuss you is just startup and duplicate finder. There is more tool at CCleaner. You can install it and you can try it for yourself. You can use it as you want to. Thank you from me. Thank you from watching this video. I hope see you again in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.